Hi friends, good morning. So today we are going to discuss about the animations in form in our JavaScript series. As we have already discussed about the variables, functions, arrays, DOM and all these things. Animation is not specifically mentioned in your syllabus, but I came across many previous year papers, so they used to ask about the animations and forms. That's why today we will discuss about this. So, what you used to think, what is animation? Basically, you can say the moving pictures. At earlier times, there was not moving pictures, and they have to create manually if they have required any kind of moving picture. Fine. But nowadays, we can create ourselves. We can automatically perform this kind of animation, and we can make our things very interactive and very effective. And if also in many areas we used to feel that wherever the animations are used, that things are very much effective as compared to the non-animated things. Like most of the students or even most of the people today's eras want to learn anything with the help of animation. It makes us the things very easy to visualize, and we can easily understand whatever their motto mean thing. Fine. That's why the animation is also one of the most important topic nowadays. So what is the animation? The proper definition is here. Animation is nothing but the frames those comes one by one and complete it in some times from start to end. Means frames are coming and they come and they are coming one by one and from start to end. How much time they have to spend on a screen? We need to set according to the time, so that we can see the things accordingly. Fine. And we need some way to schedule the frames to come one after the other. Without scheduling, it is not possible which frame we need to set at first position, which frame we need to set at second position. So for that, we have to set the frame. We have to make a schedule for those frames so that the things can be run properly. Fine. Basically, two methods JavaScript provides: set time out and the set interval. Both have a difference. Actually, what is that? The set time out means to set the time for the frame at which time it will be released, and till what interval, till like for 5 seconds, for 10 seconds it will be flash on the screen. So that will becomes another set interval. And similarly, we have a clear time out and the clear interval for the frame. Means clear time out means now the frame is going to be out, and clear interval, in which interval it will be cleared. Fine. So JavaScript provides two methods, set timeout and set interval, both of which are available on a window object. Fine. Means window object is there and you have it will be available. Now these two methods come with their companions, clear timeout and clear interval respectively. Clear timeout for the set timeout and clear interval for the set interval. Fine. Next, set time out call the task only once, while set interval call the task repeatedly. What do you mean by it? It means set time out call. You just set the time, like at 10 a.m. the form will be released. But set interval will be set till what moment it will be released, like for the 5 seconds, for the 10 seconds. So during that interval, frame will be released again and again. That why they are saying set interval calls the task repeatedly. Fine. Now next, how we will use these set methods like set time out and set time interval. How we are going to use this method? Both methods have the same syntax. Both have same syntax, like the Windows dot set timeout, callback, timeout and semicolon. This is basically syntax for using the set timeout and the set time interval. Both have the same syntax. Both method returns a timer ID, which timer they have created. Fine. Like so many timers are there. One of the timer ID will be produced according to know ki it is released by this timer. Basically, it's where we use the clear method, passing them this timer ID. Now, what a callback function? Callback is a function that is called by the script that expect as it as a parameter upon its task completion. It means function can be passed as a parameter like normal variables, just pass the name without parenthesis. Fine. Like you used call by value, call by references in the functions in programming, in object-oriented programming. Similarly, here also the callback function is here, which is called by the script. Only script can call it according to the requirement, and it is like a normal variables, nothing else, and without parenthesis you can pass the variables callback. They have explained about this callback. Fine. I hope you have cleared this thing. Now next, if you have any doubt anytime, then please post on the WhatsApp, or you can call me also for the regarding the doubts. But please do it. It is very important for the exam point of view. The next topic, animation is a very small topic. Mostly they used to ask only in 5 marks maximum. So this much is more than sufficient. You can explain by this way only. Now next is a form. What are forms? Form validation is there, as we know. JavaScript provide the form validation, and it due to which the less time is to be required. So we have discussed so much about the forms. Now we are going to discuss actually how the forms is created, or what are forms and what are their importance. So let's see one by one each and everything. Now first, what are forms? Forms basically to collect the information, to collect the data. Whenever in any organization you are going to appear, so first thing is that you have to fill the form. By your form only they can get to know what are the informations like regarding to you, whether mostly they used to ask about the name, purpose, designation, all this kind. So that's why we can say the forms is very important for the information. Without form we can't get the information about the person. Fine. Now forms are there to collect the data from the user or data from the client, you can say, and according to that the information we use to process. Fine. And JavaScript is known for its form validation. Yeah, we all know wherever we need the technique of form validation, we used to go through with the JavaScript. Now, but as we know, JavaScript is more than that. However, forms are still integral part. Whenever there is a single input box, it must be contained inside a form. We all know that basically JavaScript is known for the form validation, but still JavaScript has much more features than the form validation only. Form is a very small part which we used to study in a JavaScript basically. Now whenever there is a single input box, it must be contained inside a form. Let's see how these form methods are going to work and what are the main explanation behind this. Now we can create the form like for the HTML and for the DOM methods. First, some DOM methods for the HTML form controls are: first method is blur. Blur means you are going to input, select or text area description, remove the keyboard focus. If you are going to use a blur method, it means what? It means you want to show something not very clear, like there is you are not able to see that picture clearly, but some blurs are there. Fine. So that main focus is to remove the keyboard focus. Keyboard focus will not be there, and it is the elements which are going to be used are input, select and the text area. Fine. Next method is click. Means you are going to click something. Click something means you are going to input something. So what are the description regarding this? Stimulate a mouse click. Simulation is there. Like simulate a mouse click means whenever you are going to click something, then you will get to know some simulations are there. So this basically for the click. Next is focus. Focus method is for give the keyboard focus. Blur is to remove the keyboard focus, and blur and focus is to give the keyboard focus. Fine. Input, select and the text area. Like text area is there and you have written something and you want to blur to make it, then you will use the keyword method blur. But if you want the focus should be there only, then you will use the method focus. Fine. Next, reset. Yeah, reset, select, submit. These are very common methods which we are going to use in this our form validation. Basically reset, if we are removed to all the values from the forms, then only we use the reset. Fine. The reset form, reset all the controls value to default. Whatever default value we have set, that will become if we are using the method reset. Like usually there are the null values are there, so null values will be appear only. Now next is select. These are the DOM methods, but DOM properties will also be there for the HTML. But are DOMs that I've already discussed in the previous lectures. You please go through with that lectures, then only come to this. Fine. Next is your select. Input text area, select all the contents. Mean which content you are going to use, that select you can use here. Fine. Next is submit form. Submit the form without ringing submit event. If you are going to click the submit button, then it will submit your form. Fine. So these are the methods. These are the predefined methods in the JavaScript which you can use for your form validation. Should I revise you once again? Blur and click and focus. Click for the by the name you can get to know. Yeah, by the click you will get some simulations from there. Either by the mouse. Usually we use the keyword click for the mouse only, and blur and focus is just a completely opposite to complete opposite to each other. Means blur means to give the focus of the keyboard. Blur means to give to remove the focus from the keyboard, and blur means to focus means to keep the keyboard to the focus. Fine. Blur and focus are completely complement to each other, you can say, because if blur is there then focus cannot be there. If the focus is there then blur cannot be there. Blur means to remove the keyboard focus, and focus means to give the keyboard focus. Fine. Now reset, select, submit, this you want to know. Reset means to set the default values. If you are used to click the keyword reset, then it means your all controls value to be default. Select means you are going to select some specific area, and submit the form without ringing event. Some things are going to be submit. Fine. Now some DOM properties for the HTML form control. What are the DOM properties? First property is elements. Elements on which you are going to applying this property, like on form only. A node list containing all the form controls. We used to say what are the elements? Basically the elements is a node list that contain all the form controls. Whatever form control can be present there, that all will be constitute in the elements only. Fine. Next is a checked. Means check, like you are using the check property in a gender. Sometimes radio buttons are used in a gender selection, and you are also using the check property in filling the counseling form choices. When you when you have enrolled for the BTech course, then you fill the form for the counseling only, and there are many options, and they used to know CSIT and ECE and mechanical. Most of the students are going to select check the buttons in a order. Some order is to be maintained, and then they used to fill the form. So checked basically input for the true only for the checkbox, and radio input if checked else false. Fine. Radio button input we are going to be used behind the check button. Next is disabled. Disabled means to remove the control. We have completely disabled the things. Means that things will not be appeared in your current execution. So disabled means button, input, or OPT group, option, select, text area, while true control is unavailable to the user. Fine. Sometimes we need to remove the controls from the user. We have this disable term mostly we use in our computer architecture, where we use the term must interrupt, and we enable the interrupt or we disable the interrupt as per our requirement. If we are free, we have a time, and then we used to enable the interrupt, so that if any interrupt is arise, then we remove that interrupt, and then only we proceed for the normal execution. So disabled and enabled. Hope you have cleared about this. Next is a form. Form, what are the things which are used to be present in a form? Basically buttons, input, option, select, text area. Button, input, option, select, and text area. A reference to the form containing these controls. Basically form means to reference this form containing these controls. Next is the index. Option है index of this option control within the select control that contain it for the first. Index option. Index is basically for the index is a property, and it is a property of a option. Some option is there, and then the property is the index. What is used to say index? Index of this option control within the select control that contains it. 0 for the first, 1 for the 2. Basically in array structure we are starting our index subscript from the 0 to n minus 1. That's why they are saying 0. 0 is a standard term, so you can use that 0 also. Fine. So hope you have cleared all these things, forms and the animation. Next lecture we'll try to discuss about the servlets. So please be ready for that. Thanks a lot.